in the heart of Houston, Texas Outlaw Comics with Ron Shock, Steve Epstein, Bill Hicks, and our host, the funniest man in the world today, Andy Huggins.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, and welcome to Ward Cleaver's Den here. Gas mask from a souvenir when you took a trip to Channelview. How are y'all this evening? People in the bleachers? You doing fine? One gentleman a little confused. He has a baseball glove asking for Jim Pankowicz's autograph. It's a comedy show. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if it was mentioned in my introduction. I didn't hear it. I was off to the side there slapping somebody around, but skepticism sweeps the room here. I am from Virginia. Went to the University of Virginia. Do terrific work at the University of Virginia. I was reading in the paper last month where one of their scientists has just discovered how crickets make that particular sound when they rub their legs together. Turns out crickets are wearing tiny little corduroy pants. Lived in Los Angeles for about 6 years. Weird places, I'm sure you're all aware of. Religion is different in Los Angeles. I was in church one Sunday out there, and in his office, the minister had a copy of the Ten Commandments. And it must be a wild congregation, because thou shalt not commit adultery was listed at number 2. Up last week from number 7. With a bullet. The sermon that particular Sunday was very interesting. I don't know if anybody here reads the Bible, but in the Bible there are 3 prophecies that are going to be occurring sometime in the near future. They're going to occur in a particular order. Evidently, what's going to happen first? First comes the rapture. That's when the church rises to its highest position. There's no more war, no more famine. After the rapture comes the appearance of the Antichrist, and you'll recognize him because he uses props, but at any rate, who knew? First comes the rapture, then comes the Antichrist, then comes Armageddon. And after Armageddon, there'll be a small reception at the Ramada Inn in Akron, Ohio, someplace. Well, but I do live in Houston now. Just moved. I used to live in Montrose. Moved, sold my Judy Garland albums, and I now live around the corner from a pawn shop and a liquor store, which for a comic is like a one-stop shopping center. My roommate's a comic. Great guy, real good comic. Likes young women. Young women. The other day, one of his dates showed up with an overnight bag and a Return of the Jedi makeup kit. You now need a hall pass to wander around our apartment. But, what do you think of the wardrobe? Impressive? This is from a, you sarcastic. This is from a new line of clothing at Sears called Might Have Been Hip at One Time, and I got the attitude for it because I am a cool rockin' daddy. Born in the USA. These are designer jeans. These are Calvin Coolidge, if anybody's interested. So, we got to keep close to time here, but I forgot, had to get rid of my watch. It's a real cheap digital watch. If you want to know the time, you pressed a button and it flashed a telephone number for you to call, so. And my cat's upset with me. Sarcastic cat, very sarcastic. He's noticed that I'm going bald a bit, so he teases me by coughing up hairballs. So despite the fact that I've been in show business 8 years now, I haven't done a lot of the activities that you might normally assume a saloon comic would have participated in. For instance, 5 months ago was the first time I had ever done cocaine. Fell in with a bad crowd that night. And I didn't know, I thought I knew you from someplace. I didn't know how much one needed to take in order to achieve the optimum effect. So I'm willing to experiment. I'm a good guest. They kept putting it on the table. I kept putting it up my nose. 5 hours. I'm doing this. Was not in good shape. Imagine Barney Fife wired, and you have some idea. 5 hours, get home, 7 o'clock in the morning, clean the house. I don't own a house. Had to build the damn thing first. Still got it done inside 45 minutes because I am a cool rockin' daddy. Y'all been a delight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good group. Thank you. Okay, I had the feeling a couple of us are going to be leaving here actually thinking we have a future in this business. Y'all are a very good audience. As you can see, we have the complete works of Lynn Ashby back there, so, okay. All right, coming to the stage now is one of Texas' top comics, and because he plays colleges and clubs all across this great land of ours. Would you please welcome Ron Shock?
Yeah. 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 Live from Houston. Live from Houston, home of the world's fastest drivers, all right? They ran a survey here last year. It said that 60% of all the traffic was doing 55 miles an hour or slower. And this was, of course, on the side streets, all right? Now, on the freeway, you are a traffic hazard at 55 miles an hour, okay? I mean, we'll come look. We'll put little yellow lights around you at 65 miles an hour, right? I'm driving along doing 55 miles. Guy pulled alongside me and go, "You broke down?" Only town where school buses will go by you at 55 miles an hour. Little children hanging out the window, making obscene hand gestures at you for driving so slow. We macho drivers down here. They took our guns away from us. They left us automobiles, all right? Wasn't a good move on their part. This part of the country, four-way stops are lessons in psychological warfare. Man with the most guts got the right of way, all right? You got a little bitty, teeny, tiny amount of guts, you're gonna spend long times at intersections, all right? Best bring your lunch with you when you drive out there. Gonna be there a while. Like a friend of mine says, if you're wondering whose turn it is, ain't yours. Guy already took your turn, all right? Now, when we drive fast, we drive pickup trucks down here. It's the world capital of pickup trucks, and I drive a pickup truck. I want to tell you something. Your IQ drops about 10 points as soon as you get behind the wheel of a pickup truck, all right? Just get a little stupider, all right? I know. I do. I'll be going along, I see that median as a driving lane, right? Traffic stop. Oh, well. My wife going, Ron, I'm going, Heather, it's a pickup truck. And they're made for this stuff, all right? Now, get off my case. Strange things in Texas. I tell you what, I read the newspapers down here. This happened in '83. Billy Saul Estes was testifying in this one. See if you remember this story. It happened over in Bryant, Texas. A body of a man was found. He had been shot 5 times in the chest with a bolt-action .22 caliber rifle. They found the weapon lying next to the body. The grand jury, district attorney, and coroner of Bryan, Texas, after a very thorough criminal investigation, you understand, determined this was an obvious open and shut case of suicide. I'll hit a few of the key points for you again, all right? He was found shot 5 times in the chest with a bolt-action .22 caliber rifle. Now, for those of you who have never